Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up a Makeup chat. Oh, coffee's a little hot this morning. I just ran up the steps with my coffee. Pushed my box back, so I got a place to put this. How's everybody doing this morning? It's so good to kind of see you. I guess I'm seeing you. We'll pretend like I can see you. It's good to see you. So glad that you're here. Today is kind of a part 2 of a topic we started last week, but it's very, very separate. So if you missed last week, it's not a big deal. This week, we're talking about the history of makeup brands. Oh my gosh, I made sure I had my camera. I made sure I had my mic. I made sure I had everything. And I just realized I don't have my phone with all my notes on it. How did that even happen? All right, well, anyway, this is the history of makeup drugstore edition. We're going to be talking about all kinds of makeup. We're going to be talking about all the brands and how they got started. And we're also going to be talking about our favorite products. And I've also prepared this here, some of my favorite drugstore products in this Tarte brush container, because it's a very nice container. I have some of my favorite products in here from the drugstore, but I'm an idiot and I completely forgot my phone with all my notes in it. Like, how does that happen? You know what I mean? So I'm just going to take a quick second to say hello to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, which is my live chat friends over here, over on the side. We're going to take just a minute to say hello to all the people that are joining live. If you are joining this on the replay, definitely make sure, hold on a minute. Let's see. Definitely make sure that you leave comments down below, and you are now part of the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. Our job here is to make sure that we are spending money on things that are really good and not spending money on things that are really terrible, so we all help each other. And through all of our knowledge, we do a really good job at making sure we only buy the best products. So definitely leave your comments down below about what some of your favorite products from these brands are. Snape's Honey, yes, you were the first person in. And Amanda says, yay, I'm early for lunch. Want you to make up news on 2 times the speed so I can finish it before chat. Stephanie is here. Who else is here? Tabitha is here. Caroline is here. Amanda is here. Leanne is here. And Kathy and KG and Fizzy Pop. And Sarah, good morning to you. And Leslie, good morning. And let's see, who else? Nikki is here. Nikki, I have 2 Nikkis. I have Nikki J and my Nikki6543 on Instagram and Nikki6543 on blogspot.com. Yes, I got it. And then Liz is here and Elle Whitney is here. She says makeup history is her favorite. I wish I could stay for the whole chat. We're going to look at house showings. Ooh, that is so fun. I've done that so many times. That is super fun. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Hi, Erica. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and start our chat. I do have to run to go get my phone. And I'm so embarrassed because people get on me all the time about not being prepared. And I worked really hard to be prepared today. And I'm still not prepared. So we're going to have you look at this beautiful stuff. And if anybody comes back, just tell them that I'm coming right back. I have to get my phone. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, this is live TV, people. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I've got it. But I can't do the show without my notes. Okay, I'm back. So I apologize for that quick delay, and happy Super Bowl Sunday to those of you that are in the States. I know Leanne's like, run, Jen, run. We were just joking the other day about Forrest Gump and how when that movie came out, all of us Jennies and Jennifers all had people going, run, Jenny, run, and where's Forrest, and all those jokes when that movie came out. It was annoying. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our first brand, which is Revlon. Now, this is a very interesting quote from the founder of Revlon. His name was Charles Revson. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, Revson. He says, in the factory, we make cosmetics. In the drugstore, we sell hope. What? Okay, so I don't know what kind of hope he was selling. I don't know. It seems a little bit over dramatic, but you know, I mean, I can see kind of where that's coming from when you think about like people who may be ill, who want to feel better about themselves, things like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's a little cheesy. But anyway, we're just going to keep going. So this is the story. It says in 1932, brothers Charles and Joseph Revson, along with chemist C.R. Luckman, would change the beauty industry forever. Revlon began with a single product, revolutionary nail enamel that came in colors other than red. Soon the colorful, opaque shades were seen on women's fingertips everywhere, including the cover of Vogue. So, you know, it's a quote, it needs drama, Krista says. That's so funny. As in, Stephanie says, as in, I hope this product isn't terrible. And Terry Lee, hi Terry Lee, good to see you. So then they've got this beautiful picture, classic picture of a Revlon ad, and it says Revlon's Fire and Ice. Doesn't say when this was made. So then it gives a little bit more information. So it talks about the 1950s. Oh, this is at Revlon.com, by the way. It says, from the glossy magazine pages of 1950s sprung one of the most talked about beauty campaigns of all time for Revlon's Fire and Ice lipstick and nail enamel. During a time when exotic foreign actresses like Brigitte Bardot and Ingrid Bergman were dominating popular culture, the Revlon campaign showed the American women that she could be as compelling and glamorous in everyday life as any starlet on the silver screen. And then it just basically talks about the different campaigns. So here is for the 1960s, a campaign with, it doesn't say who that actress, that model is. Oh my goodness. Here's a good one. Here you go. Some of you may remember these. And then we're talking about feminism in the 1970s. Oh, the #1 fragrance in the world was Charlie by Revlon. Over 40 years later, the perfume's youthful sophistication is still sought after by women of all ages. And that was in 1973. The 1980s, transitioning for the brand. Let's see. Some of the world's most unforgettable women, including Iman, Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford, and Christy Turlington. So here's a Cindy Crawford ad. And then we've got the 90s. Halle Berry, I see down there. Debuted the Color Stay. 1990s was when Color Stay started. The brand ambassador was Halle Berry at the time, and it became the number one longwear brand. What does that mean, longwear brand? Like, they don't say #1 makeup brand. They say the #1 longwear brand. Oh, and then the 2000s. It says makeup artist Gucci Westman joined as global artist director through April of 2015. And then they've got this picture here, more brand ambassadors. Okay, and then that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of my favorite Revlon products. Where'd my box go? Here's my box. So for Revlon, really, Revlon is a big misbrand for me overall. I mean, it's very rare that I find something from Revlon where I'm like, yes, this is so awesome and amazing. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but the biggest win for me from Revlon is the Revlon Revlon Balm Stain Things. Okay, so this is the lacquer balm. This is a balm stain. This is a balm stain. I like the matte ones a lot. I really love this formula. I feel like they're just as good as the Tarte ones. They're very, very nice. The balm stains are very long wearing. You do have to kind of watch some of them as far as the wear time, like the way that it kind of wears off your lips. But overall, I really love these products. I think they're amazing. I love the shade range. Oh my gosh, such an amazing shade range. And I love that they extended it beyond just the one kind, you know. They had the shiny ones and the matte ones, and I think it's pretty awesome, you know, that they did that. But this has definitely been, over my 3 years of doing YouTube, my favorite Revlon product. So I want to go ahead and go into the collective brain, and I want to see what you guys think is your favorite Revlon product. Krista says, I'm not a big fan of tinted balms. I'd rather just put on my agave lip mask overnight to help my lips not feel so drying. Julie says, invent your own makeup category, longwear, and you can be #1 in it. Great point, Julie. That's what I was thinking. Marlene says, Revlon lipsticks are the best, and I love the Color Stay foundation. The Color Stay foundation is very nice. Beauty by Tara B says, good YouTube channel. Revlon is very hit and miss. Their eyeshadows are not good, in her opinion. Yeah, I have not had good luck with Revlon eyeshadows. And this is the thing. It's like, you're Revlon. I've said this before. If you're Revlon, how do you not make a good eyeshadow? How does that happen? You know, how many years have you been doing this? Since the 1950s, and you can't make a good eyeshadow? Well, actually, that's not true, because the new palette that just came out, the new ones are not bad. They're actually pretty good. I actually kind of like the new palettes that came out. Are they high-end quality? No. But do they keep up with my Morphe shadows? Yeah, they kind of do. Maybe a little less than the Morphe. I might be pushing it there just a little bit. But they're close. They're close. They're getting there. Way better than any other Revlon product. Liz says their whipped foundation she really likes, and Stephanie says the Color Stay foundation is great for fuller coverage. And CD Divine says she don't like anything at all. KJ says she loves the nail polishes, and Natalie says she loves the new palette. Krista says, yeah, but the long wear could turn into, I can't get these products off. Yesenia says Fire and Ice is still a great shade. And Tabitha says, I'm waiting to see who buys Revlon. They've been on the market for a while. You think people, have somebody been trying to buy Revlon? I don't know. Stephanie says they do have good polishes. And then we start getting into some L'Oreal. Oh, Nancy says L'Oreal makes a great eyeshadow. Why can't Revlon? I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Nikki says, I can't lie. I think of Revlon like aside from real nail polish. They are known for cherries in the snow. They use pigment over dye, so they had better polish back in the day. I love cherries in the snow. That's a great shade. What a great shade. KG says she hasn't bought Revlon in a long time. See, like, what is this? Why? Lisa says the lipstick smells so good. And then Sarah says another vote for the Color Stay Whipped. It's pretty good. Elle Whitney says, I love the cream blushes. They came in the little clear pots with the black lids, but I saw that they were clearancing out of Ulta. So Lisa Eltridge had recommended the pink one for deeper skin tones. Well, there you go. And we'll do one more from Julie. There may have been a couple of Revlon mascaras over years that were not bad, but they tend to not give you much product in the tube. And a few more votes for the Color Stay Foundation and the Color Stay Whip. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next brand. The next brand we're going to talk about, let's see in my list. I'm so glad I went and got my phone. I'm so glad you guys were patient with me. I am so mad at myself because I try really hard to be prepared and I just fail. I prioritize coffee over the over the phone. All right. So the next brand we're going to be talking about is Maybelline. Maybelline has a very interesting story. This is really neat. Okay, this is from abc7chicago.com. Okay, December 16th, 2010. This was a press release. Okay, it says, did you know that Maybelline Cosmetics empire in 1915, when a kitchen stove fire singed his sister Mabel's lashes and brows, Tom Lyle Williams watched in fascination as Mabel performed what she called a secret of the harem. She mixed petroleum jelly with coal dust and ash from a burnt cork and applied it to her lashes and brows. Mabel's simple beauty trick ignited Tom Lyle's imagination, and the young entrepreneur started what would eventually become a billion-dollar business. Tom Lyle named his cosmetics company Maybelline in her honor, which I think is so cool. What a neat story. It's like, what? I hope it's really true. I hope it's really true. Okay. It says, a humble start to Maybelline Empire is the beginning of a family saga worthy of a TV miniseries. In her new book, The Maybelline Story, and the spirited family dynasty behind it, Sherry Williams, Tom Lyle's grandniece, relates the history of the cosmetic company and the family that built it. So this, I guess, was a promotion for the book. Let me see if there's anything else of note in here. It says she adds that 4 generations of Williams relatives either worked for the company or were heirs to what they perceived as its legacy, glamour at all costs. I never like anything that says at all costs. That always freaks me out. So Sherry says she wanted to show the humanity, glamour, and the seedy underside of a family intoxicated with the quest for power, wealth, and physical perfection. For more information, visit MaybellineBook.com. So that's so interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. I think I might have had another page on Maybelline. Let me see. Nope. That was it for Maybelline. So let's talk about some Maybelline. Maybelline is my favorite drugstore brand. KG says it's one of my favorite drugstore brands. It is my favorite drugstore brand. I think Maybelline is the most consistent. To going with, well, you know, Revlon's most consistent. It's very consistently not good. And I hate to say that, but it's true. Okay. And I think Covergirl's kind of coming up on them too. But Maybelline, I feel like they've got something there. Maybelline and L'Oreal kind of are like actually, they seem like they're trying. You know, they're not living off their legacy. They're actually trying, Maybelline and L'Oreal, where I feel like Revlon and CoverGirl are just kind of floating along. La-di-da-di-da, let's go ahead and put out another eyeshadow. Who cares whether it's good or not? La-di-da-di-da. I mean, there's definitely some exceptions to that rule for both brands, for both CoverGirl and Revlon. There's some exceptions. So don't get me wrong. There's somebody that's putting love behind some of these products, but some of them, it's like, what's like they like the, okay, for example, oh, this is CoverGirl. I should have waited for CoverGirl for this. For example, this CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro. I've seen one positive review on this thing. Okay, what they were thinking, they were like, what can we do to a brush to make it crazy? Let's make it bright red and let's twist it up. But let's put a bunch of junk product inside the tube. That's the way I feel like CoverGirl and Revlon are. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go back to Maybelline because I'm off topic. So, Maybelline, favorite products. Here we go. So one thing is the newer version of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the matte and poreless. I really, really love this. Oh, and Melissa's saying the same thing right here. And then Stacy says Maybelline face stuff is the best, and lips. She likes L'Oreal for eye stuff. Yesenia says, isn't Maybelline and L'Oreal owned by the same company? I think they are. Yes. And Krista says, oh, gee, I hate that mascara. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so anyway, this foundation is so good. So good. I put this head to head against some of my high-end foundations, and I promise you, I could not tell the difference. I could not. Now, this is the thing, though, is you really only want to use this if you have normal oily. I've heard it's terrible for people with dry skin, so just be careful. There is a one for dry skin that's like a luminous one that you might want to try. I've heard good things about, but I can't talk about that. Steph says she wished it didn't oxidize on her. Oh my goodness. Amanda says, I like that Maybelline has some foundations with actual yellow undertones. Their lightest shades actually match me, and the concealers are really good. So yes, L'Oreal owns Maybelline. Liz says, you have dry skin, that foundation works for you. I also have dry skin. Really? I'm surprised because I've heard terrible things about this for dry skin. Huh. Okay. Next Maybelline product that I want to talk about, because I have quite a few, is this one, the new one, the Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. This isn't quite the right tone for me. It's a little yellow for me. It does go on a little bit patchy, but if you really look at it and work it, it works better. I've heard that it works better with a beauty blender. I just got a new Real Techniques sponge. Yes. So I'm going to be trying it with the Real Techniques sponge. It's really, I've been enjoying it. Unless you look super up close, like I did in the one video where I was doing the wear test for this, you really can't see the streakiness. I really feel like it's because we are like so all up in my face in that video. Because on the day-to-day, I don't really notice as much streakiness as I did for that day, for that video, I guess because of the closeness. So this I really like. This is a newer product. Another one I really like is the Lash Sensational. Excuse me. Excuse me. The Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Maybelline makes some really nice mascaras, like really nice, comparable to the high-end mascaras. This is a fabulous mascara. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it lengthens, it volumizes. It's just really, really wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it. The newer one, the black one, I didn't like quite as much, but now that it's aging, I think I might be liking it more. I need to play with it more now that it's aging a little bit because I feel like the formula is changing a tad bit. But this is a wonderful mascara. And Julie's like, I love that mascara. And then Diana says, that's my favorite mascara. And Marlene says, Great Lash is the worst ever made. Totally agree. I remember going to the store and seeing Great Lash mascara and being like, why do I see this everywhere? Why have I seen this? This mascara, I have seen this mascara since I was like 8. Like I remember seeing this Great Lash mascara forever. It must be amazing. So here I am at 17 or something. I'm like, I'm going to buy some Great Lash mascara because it's got to still be around for a reason. And even at 17, I knew that the mascara was terrible. But some people swear by that mascara. I mean, I see it in the checkout lane. I've seen the Great Lash mascara in the checkout lane by the candy and the mints and the gum. Great Lash mascara. What? I don't know. I don't get it. But this one's a really good one. This one's fantastic. Really, really good. Is that all I brought for Maybelline? That was all I brought for Maybelline. I know there's more good products. There's definitely more good products. I feel like they're a little weak on their eyeshadow. I do recommend their the palettes that Maybelline has for beginners and for people that are just kind of starting out in makeup, or people that want really light looks, because you can create really gorgeous, very light, natural looks with those palettes. It's just, if you're looking for that high-end pigmentation, it's just not there. It's just not there. But there is a market for it. There is a market for it. So let's go ahead and look in the collective brain at some of your favorite Maybelline products. And this is a way for people on the replay to get more information from people other than me, because I definitely don't know everything. So let's look, and it says, Sarah says, my favorite Maybelline mascara is the plush one. Love it. Stephanie says the Lash Sensational gets better with age. Yes, good to know. Krista says their lip products are amazing. And Ashley says the Face Studio Master highlights are nice too. The Luxury Hybrid says, I feel L'Oreal makes the best mascara. And then Jenny says Maybelline Mega Plush. And then Krista says Touch of Spice is life. And I totally agree, Krista. The Maybelline Touch of Spice, oh, it's so great. If I didn't have to dig for it, I would go get it, but I know it's going to take me a second to get it, and I don't want to waste time. So, but yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. Nicole says she likes the Revlon nude palettes are the bomb. The new ones, the brand new ones, yes. Julie says the color tattoos are pretty good. Now, the thing about the color tattoos is that, at least for me, I feel like they only work as an all-over base for me. So for me, if I'm not going to wear it as an all-over base, it's not going to work for me. I found that some of them go on patchy. Like I remember there was one limited edition set where there was a blue that was kind of frosty, and then there were some of them that were just kind of frosty. I think they were going for the foiled kind of look, and it just didn't work. They went on patchy. I also found that they dry out pretty good. The only one that has been reliable and loyal to me is the bronze one. The bronze one has held out for me and has been amazing. I don't know what they did to that formula of the bronze one, but it's so good. It's so good. That one is wonderful. Touch of Spice, KJ, is the lipstick. Yes, it's a lipstick shade. It's amazing. Definitely look up swatches online and see if you think that that would be a good one for you. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's so good. It's so good. Any other suggestions on Maybelline before we move on to the next brand? Stephanie says, I do like their Color Show nail polishes. Yes, the Maybelline Color Show nail polishes. I'm so sad I have it right here, or else I wouldn't bother. Do it. Yes. I wouldn't bother to get it if I wasn't right here. But this is my favorite gold nail polish of all time. They don't make it anymore. It's called, it's the Maybelline Color Show, and this was called Bold Gold. Oh my gosh, this is an amazing gold nail polish. It lasts forever, and it is so gold. Like, it looks like you have metal on your nails, and I can't believe they discontinued this thing. This stuff is so good, and I cried when I found that they weren't going to make this anymore. So good. Krista says the concealers. Miss Higgy says age rewind. Yes, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. How could I forget? Allie says the Baby Lips chapsticks. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. How did I miss that, Charlene? How did I miss that? Stephanie says she's gone through 3 bottles of it. Of this right here. Yeah, the Age Rewind concealers, everybody's talking about that now. Jenny says the foundation that's like a concealer with the puff on the top. Sure is easy to use if you're running late. Very cool. And Krista says the Better Skin concealer is awesome. The Age Rewind concealer is awesome. And so is the Fit Me concealer. All awesome. Stephanie says, and then right under Krista, Stephanie says, any of their concealers are great. It's funny how you guys all think alike sometimes. That's how you know you've got something good. When you've got 15, 20, 153 people in the room right now, and you've got, 20 of them all saying, yes, the concealers, yes, the concealers, yes, concealers. That's the purpose of the collective brain, is when we figure out we all agree on something, we know we've got something there. You know what I mean? Let's see. Stacy says she uses the color tattoos in beige on her brows. That's very interesting, like a cream brow product. Very cool. And let's see. CYR says Maybelline doesn't work other than the color tattoo pods. Okay, is that the only thing that you like, is the color tattoos? Is that what's happening? Nikki says, I like their concealers, but the Fit Me doesn't last very long, though. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about Maybelline, let's move on once again. I have all these products under my thumb, and I need to move them because I can't sit down because I'm sitting on all these products. They're all going on the floor for now. I'll pick them up in a minute. All right, so now the next brand we're going to talk about is L'Oreal. L'Oreal. Oh, how I love you, L'Oreal. L'Oreal is so good. There's so many good things. And I think it's really cool, like thinking about, because I knew that Maybelline and L'Oreal owned were the same brand, like I knew that they owned by the same people. But, I never quite made the connection of, those are my two favorite drugstore makeup brands. Like I don't know why. I never made that connection. All right, L'Oreal, a history at L'Oreal.com. Okay, hold on. It's reloading. Okay. Okay. Hold on, there's a little pop-up. Okay. So in 1909, Eugene Schuler, a young chemist with an entrepreneurial spirit, founded the company that was to become the L'Oreal Group. It all began with one of the first hair dyes that he formulated, manufactured and sold to Parisian hairdressers. With this, the founder of the group forged the first link in what is still the DNA of L'Oreal, research and innovation in the service of beauty. So L'Oreal started off all with hair dyes. That's all they had in 1909. All right, in 1909, they officially became L'Oreal. And then this is one of the original L'Oreal ads. Let me see if I can click on it, if I can make it bigger. Oh, it won't let me make it bigger. Okay, it's pretty small. You can go to L'Oreal.com and find this. You see the blue, that's one of the first L'Oreal ads. Okay, let's see. It was published in October of 1919, featuring contributions from doctors, writers, and chemists. And then the first hairdressers showcase, L'Oreal participated in that. That's how we sold his first products in France. Okay, and then in 1920 is when they started going international. Okay, it says, with the war finally over, a new age begins. Around the world, women are working, earning money, growing more concerned about their appearance, and seeking ways to prevent gray hairs from revealing their age. L'Oreal hair dyes are now a great success, even beyond the borders of France, breaking new ground in Italy in 1910, Austria in 1911, and the Netherlands in 1913, even reaching as far afield as the United States, Canada, the UK, and Brazil. Let's see. And then I can't pronounce this because it's in French, 1925. Let's see. He made celluloid, varnish, and plastics, and they set up a company in Russia. Let's see. It's just saying groundbreaking hair lightening products with golden tints to add a more natural look to blonde hair. Let's see, there's a bunch of different things here that I'm going to just kind of skip past, but if you want to see the full history, you can go to L'Oreal.com. Let me see if there's any. Okay. All right, we're just going to go ahead and stop there and start talking about some products from L'Oreal. But yeah, so 1909 with hair dyes. Yes. All right. Yes, I did spin my cup on purpose. All right. L'Oreal. This is one that they don't talk about too much that I wanted to give a mention. This is a L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Foundation. I really like this foundation a lot. I never heard anybody talk about it. It feels so good on my skin. It feels so good. It feels so smooth. It's got kind of a silicone-y feel. Let me see if it's got silicone in it, because it feels silicone-y. Does it have, it doesn't have the ingredients in here, but it feels silicone-y. This is in the shade Creamy Natural. It feels so good. I absolutely love this foundation. It's nice. It goes on really smooth, and it's just, oh, it also has sunscreen in it. It's got SPF 18 in it, which of course is kind of weak, but still SPF 18. So I really, really like that a lot. And I cannot get through a L'Oreal video without mentioning the L'Oreal Infallibles. These things are so good. If you've never tried a L'Oreal Infallible, just buy one. You know, go into the drugstore, find a shade that you know you'll use, and get one. This one's Ice Latte. I have a few of the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, same brand, that my friend Lily sent me. And I swear they're the same formula. I mean, I think that the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill are a little more complex. They've added it so that it's a little more unique, where this is a champagne. I have some swatches. Sorry about that. They're hard to get off. But, and Amber Rush. Everybody's saying Amber Rush. Yes, Amber Rush. Those are definitely my two favorites, Iced Latte and Amber Rush. Just amazing buttery formula. You have to make sure you keep this little plastic thing though. It's really important to help the product to stay good. But oh my goodness, it even says do not discard on the plastic thing. Don't do that. But these things are so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Julie's saying she loves the Visible Lift Blur Concealer too. Ice Latte in the inner corner. Charlene says, you are 100% right. I'm totally with you. Totally with you. Yes, right here. Right here. Woe at me. What's wrong, KG? What'd I do? What'd I do? What'd I do? Did anybody try the crayons yet? The Infallible crayons? Because I haven't seen them anywhere. Nowhere. The Infallible crayons. I've seen them online, but I haven't seen them in stores. The last thing I wanted to make a mention is the brand new product, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So amazing. Such an amazing product. I did use it today on my brows. It's so good, especially for drugstore product. Like I would never have known this was a drugstore product. Like if you can find your shade in this, there's no reason to get a high-end brow product ever again, in my opinion. It's perfect. The only thing that my only critique about this is the same critique I have about the Anastasia, in that there's no product in here. It's 0.003 ounces. There's no product in here. I mean, it does last a while, but I wish that there was more product. I don't know how they make more product in here without making it thicker, or they could lower the price a little bit. I don't know. But this thing's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So we're going to go ahead and pop over to the Collective Brain and talk to them about some of their favorite L'Oreal products. I know there's so many. Oh, it's $10. This L'Oreal brow product is $10. And it's just as good as the Anastasia. So yes, Krista says, I love the Infallible shadows. I wish they'd make a palette version though. Oh, totally agree. I was just thinking about the other day, Krista. I was thinking about that same thing. Krista says, different Krista says, everyone is raving about the brow pencil. I think that Jen was the first to discover. Oh, thanks. It's really good. It's so good, so good. Nancy says, did you see the L'Oreal is using a new way to test products? No, I didn't. Let me go back up. It's called Episkin. No, I don't know anything about that. Hopefully it's more cruelty-free, because people get really upset that L'Oreal is not cruelty-free. Eugene says the L'Oreal brow product is so much better than the new Maybelline one with the powder on one side. Oh, the ones with the powder, they never work for me. Never. The ones with the powder that you have like a sponge and you have to apply powder. Messy, messy, messy. I remember getting, I think it was a Stila one of that kind of formula once. It was terrible. Beauty by Tara B says the voluminous smoldering eyeliner is not talked about too much, but it really works well and stays on my waterline. Nancy says it is cruelty-free. Cool. The new way is cruelty-free, because they're getting a lot of, thanks to everybody who's giving them a hard time about it. That's good. I'm glad. It is a start. That's good. So very good. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Oh, I've heard about the what is it? The L'Oreal eyeliner that everybody talks about all the time. Melissa says, love the L'Oreal Farrah hair color. What's the L'Oreal one? The one that everybody talks about that I've never tried. I don't remember. It's the liquid eyeliner. I don't know. Krista says she does like their eyeshadows. And Brooke says, I tried the smoldering pencil because Nicole from Young Walnut and Polish swears by it. And then Tammy says Infallible shadow and bronze taupe is beautiful. And Nancy says they use leftover human skin from breast surgery to test the cosmetics. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. So interesting. Allie says, I love the Lumi highlighter as well. Krista says, L'Oreal High Lift Creation Spray is great for volumizing my hair without making it crunchy feeling. Yeah, I mean, because L'Oreal makes so many things. It's not just makeup. L'Oreal, takes the, not most of them. I don't know. Do all the other brands do that? I don't think they really do. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think of like a Maybelline hair product. I'm going to think of one. I don't know. Maybe I don't go into the drugstore and buy a lot of hair products because I get a lot of samples. So I mostly go through my samples for hair products. So I don't know. I might sound really stupid saying that, and I apologize for my stupidity if that sounds stupid. Leslie says voluminous superstar liquid eyeliner is great. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the one I keep hearing about. Brooke says blinging it on is beautiful inner corner highlight. It's an infallible eyeshadow. And Charlene says, in addition to my manhole pores, I have oil slick skin. Oh no. Oh no. Krista says L'Oreal does a ton of skincare too, while others don't. That's true. That's very true. Tiffany Beauty 101. Tiffany Beauty 101 on YouTube. Total Repair 5 Conditioner. Tabitha says it's not like they have boobies lying around. It's a process. I'm sure it's a process. Oh my gosh. It is a little creepy though. It's a little creepy, but you know, you do what you got to do to save the animals, you know? All right. So it's 10:35. I wanted to move on. I have one more brand that I had prepared, and we are only halfway through the time. So I don't know what we're going to talk about for the rest of the time because, you know, maybe we'll do some swatching or something. I don't know. But I have one more brand that I had prepared for you, and it was Nyx. So I wanted to talk about Nyx a little bit with you guys. So Nyx, I thought was very interesting. It's this is the founder of Nyx. I've never seen her before. And she's so beautiful. It's like, wow, okay, that's so awesome. Her name is Toni Ko. It says, when Toni Ko was just 13, her family emigrated to the United States to open up a beauty supply shop. At the time, Toni didn't speak a word of English, and though she was not allowed to wear a stitch of makeup as an adolescent, she was fascinated by it and worked alongside her mother to run the shop, where she gained a lot of experience learning the ropes in the industry. Just over 10 years later, at the age of 25, Toni's childhood fascination with makeup blossomed into a business, and Nyx Cosmetics was born, offering just one humble product, eyeliner pencils. After years of frustration over the lack of quality in many drugstore makeup products, Toni's goal with Nyx was to create the most high-end product possible at a super affordable price. Turns out the rest of the country craved this niche as much as she did, and in its first year of business, Nyx generated over $2 million in sales. Since then, Toni's success hasn't slowed down. Nyx has seen the addition of more high-quality products from lipstick and blush to nail polishes and accessories, and is now available in over 70 countries. After seeing her company grow up before her eyes and by her own hands, Toni sold Nyx to Loreal just this past summer. I don't know when this article was. It's not in there what date this article was written. So, although it was a dream come true, her decision to sell, a choice many business owners face, was harder than she ever imagined. These days, when Toni isn't spending her time supporting charities and empowering women to start their own business, she's traveling the world, which she documents on her Instagram, and brewing up her next big idea, which we'll just have to wait to see. Today, she's joining us to share some gleaned wisdom and insight into her business philosophy. So this is at designsponge.com, and it's the article is mostly about her business and the business side of things instead of products. So I'm not going to go into the article as much because it's really all about business. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't realize that Nyx was sold to L'Oreal, which kind of makes sense because that's probably how they ended up in so many drugstores. You know, like they were just in Ulta, and then all of a sudden they were all over the place. So Flory says ordering Nyx online is the best way to find in-stock items. Flory Sparks on YouTube as well. Stacy says Nyx has an endless amount of products. That's so true, so true. Nicholas says wish we had Nyx in the UK. I would imagine they would get there because with L'Oreal owning them, I'm sure they'll get there. But yeah, so Nyx has been. Charlene says that Emily Noel says she could take or leave the Nyx strobing palette. So this is kind of the way I feel about Nyx. Actually, I want to get one more thing. It's right here. Okay. This is kind of my thing with Nyx. Nyx is definitely hit or miss with me, and it's inconsistently hit or miss. Beware, like I know not to go to the store and buy a Revlon eyeshadow for the most part, you know, except for the new palette. The new palette is an exception. But like if I saw like a Revlon quad or something, there's no way I'd buy it. With Nyx, they're so hit and miss in their formula that even within the same type of product, you can get really, really terrible and really, really great. And it's like, I'm so confused. It's like what Loreal does, you know, where you can get, you know, they're like obviously different formulas. Like the Pro formula is obviously a different formula than what they put in some of their other palettes. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand why they do that. I mean, maybe because they're trying to mass produce things, but with Nyx, it's not even like you can even tell really which ones are going to be good and which ones are not going to be good. And it's very frustrating because, you know, like they'll have like what were the ones like in Paris and in Italy or whatever they were, not Paris. It was, well, no, I think it was Paris. And then there was like a Rome palette. Those things were horrible in my opinion. They did not work well at all. Like I did not like them. But then they come out with like this This was the go-to palette, La Palette Indispensable. These things are wonderful. They're wonderful eyeshadows. They're so creamy and buttery. I mean, it's like, really? How do you not put these everywhere? Why? Why are you not putting these in all of your palettes? Like, why? I don't understand. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. This is a wonderful palette. It's wonderful. I wish they made them all like this. Enough complaining about NYX. One thing that I do really like from NYX that I haven't showed very much, this is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I really like this. It's kind of an oily consistency though, so if you have dry under eyes, you'll probably really like this. I have the shade Fair. If you have oily skin, you may not like this, and also if you have aging skin, it does tend to settle into fine lines a bit, but if you have just dry skin without worrying about the creasing, it's very, very nice. It's very hydrating. It's really, really nice. Tara says they're discontinuing all those small palettes. Well, good. As they should. As they should. Julie said Emily really disliked the palette. She only questioned whether someone needed that many choices of highlights, but I say yes. If you're a beauty junkie like us, you do. She's talking about the new strobing palette, I imagine. The other thing is, when you're here in the collective brain, you get so much more. There's so much good stuff happening over here that I'm not even reading. Another thing, the NYX blushes. The NYX blushes are very, very good. They're really nice. This one here is in natural. It is very, very natural. It doesn't have a lot of pigmentation unless you have very light skin. But if you do have very light skin, or if you like a very natural blush, it's very nice. I really like this one. I know it's weird. It's red. It's called Cinnamon. I love using this in December. I know that's very cliche to use a red blush around Christmas time, but it's like an orangey red, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful for that pale skin and the bright red cheek. I've seen this on very deep skin tones, and it looks gorgeous on like really deep skin tones. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is just, it's so pretty. So, so, so pretty. I really love this shade a lot. And I love all my NYX blushes. Like, I've never found a NYX blush that I didn't like. I love them all. I love them all. But again, NYX is a very hit or miss brand for me. There's lots of things that I like and lots of things I don't like. I mean, one thing that can't go without mentioning for NYX is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. How many tutorials have you seen with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk as the base? Oh my gosh, like anytime anybody uses a bright eyeshadow, here comes the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. Like, really and truly, I mean, everywhere, everywhere. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, one thing I want to show you that I haven't shown anybody yet except for Periscope. I can find it. It was right here. Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe? The dual-ended contour. Oh, you know what? It's right here. I'll get these out. Hold on a minute. Okay, here. Okay, these here. Okay, I got both of these. I haven't really showed these much. This is the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo in caramel and vanilla. This is super, 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 super warm. Just be warned. I think I got the wrong shade. I ordered it online and I should have gotten it in the store. I'm really mad I didn't get it in the store, and it's the wrong shade. So I can't even use this like at all. Like, this shade is even too dark for me for like concealing or anything. Like, it's just, there's nothing I can do with this. It's too dark. I need to just go and take it back to Ulta because it's not working for me at all. And I'm really sad because I want it to do something. And I can't because I bought the wrong shade. But this here, this is actually very nice. This is the Cream Highlight and Contour Palette by NYX, and I'm actually very much enjoying this. Now, again, this is a little bit on the warm side, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones as far as the contour. The highlight is kind of fun. It's very shiny. It's very white. You do have to work with it and blend it in, or else you'll end up with a strip of white on your face. So if you don't want to work, you don't want to use this because it does take some work to get it to blend into the skin to look natural. This is very nice as like an under eye brightener. I've been using it for that. That's pretty much all I've used it for. But it is nice. It's fun to play with. Would I repurchase this? Probably not. But it's fun since I have it. I'm enjoying it. But I probably won't get this again. But you know, like I ever get anything twice. Who am I kidding? Even if I love something, I rarely get something twice. I'm always trying new things. So that's it for what I wanted to say about NYX. I'd love to hear what you all think about NYX and some of your favorite products. I know the collective brain, they've been just chatting about NYX over here, and I've missed it all. because I'm so busy gabbing about my own stuff. Let's see. CYR says Emily Noel says she didn't like the cream contour because they're too thick and it does not blend, but it looks nice. You know, and it does blend. I would disagree with Emily on that. It does blend. It just takes work. You just have to work at it. You can get it to blend, you know, but you really have to use your fingers to blend it. Like if you're trying to blend it with a brush, it's not going to work. You just have to gently blend with your fingers and it will blend. It's just, you know, it's work. It's work. It's not bad. It's just not great. Oh my goodness, Diana, how could I forget about the butter glosses? Oh my gosh, the butter glosses. Oh, my favorite lip gloss product of all time, the NYX Butter Glosses. So fun, so fun. If you are looking for a subtle wash of color on your lips, the NYX Butter Glosses are a great way to go. Like let's say you've never worn a red lipstick before, never worn one, but are really curious about using some kind of red on your lips. Get the NYX Red Butter Gloss, a little wash of red color to kind of warm you up to the idea of wearing red on your lips without being overpowering. You know what I mean? So definitely, I love the NYX Butter Glosses. They don't last. Don't get me wrong. They're still gloss. They're not long lasting, but they smell really good. They're not sticky. They are kind of thick though, so just be aware of that. Let's see. KJ says she loves the butter glosses. Melissa says the only glosses that one of the only glosses she'll wear. Shannon says I'm lazy. I don't want to have to work to work a lot to make my makeup work. Yes, and you really shouldn't have to. You really shouldn't have to. Pandora says the matte soft lip creams are awesome. I've had hit and miss experiences with the matte soft lip creams. I find that if you can reapply them, or if you can bring a lip balm in your pocket to kind of watch the wearing off of it, they're very, very nice. But I feel like the wearing off of it can be kind of messy, depending on the shade. Some of them wear off nicely, and some of them, like I look in the mirror at 12 o'clock and I'm like, ooh, like what happened to my face? You know, I just, ugh. So I try to remember when I wear one of those soft matte lip creams, I try to remember to put a lip balm in my pocket. And whenever my lips start to feel a little dry, I pop the lip balm on and it kind of evens the color out, you know, it's kind of, and even the color out a little bit as it wears down. So the NYX Liquid Suedes, are very sticky to go on. Very, very sticky. But if you can get past the stickiness, you can get past it. They're very nice. But it's that stickiness, man. Like a lot of people can't get past it, and I completely understand. I completely understand. Everybody's talking about e.l.f. You want my coffee mug, Allie? They're on Cafe Press. They're on Cafe Press. You can buy one if you want one. I don't make a big commission off them. I make like this much. I think I make like 10% commission. But if you want one, and that's why I made them. It's because people were asking me to make them so we can drink coffee together out of our What's Been Makeup coffee mugs. But yes, thank you, Tabitha, for putting the link. I appreciate it. I haven't tried the lingerie ones. Pandora wants to know. I haven't tried the lingerie ones. Girl Boss is talking about the Essence lip pencils. I wish I prepared more brands because I really, you know, there's more brands to be talked about. Let's see if I can Google e.l.f. real quick, and let's see how e.l.f. got started, because I'm curious now. Now I'd like to know. A moment. Please stand by. And see if I can find a good article. All right. Here we go. Retailmerchandiser.com. Okay. I haven't read this yet, so I'm hoping that it's good. It says a robust internet strategy and a commitment to low cost sets this cosmetic company apart from the competition. Forward thinking has helped e.l.f. Cosmetics grow to become a $20 million company in just 4 years. Let me see if I can see the date. No, there's no date. Okay. Led by CEO Joey Shama, the company is an example of the startup of the future, which relies on the internet to move quickly, but supports the virtual business with innovative retail strategies. e.l.f. is a cosmetics manufacturer that sells most of its products for $1 each. That's not really true anymore. The company started with just 13 makeup products, but has since developed more than 300 product SKUs that include gift sets, bath products, professional tools, and mineral-based makeups. Obviously, we couldn't keep more involved products like those under $1, says Shama, but we still offer an incredible value over our competition, and that's what this brand is about, giving consumers the ability to have fun and shop until they drop with a bang. There's no history though. I was hoping there'll be some more history. It's just more about the business. So let me see if I can find if there's anything in here about the history. It says e.l.f. has grown largely through word of mouth. Just online development, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me see if I can find another article on e.l.f. It doesn't look like there's a lot of good, like, about the history. I guess it's just the guy that had an idea, and that's why it's not, like, let me see. Let me go to Wikipedia. It's not my favorite source, but we'll see. It started in 2004. 100% cruelty-free, supports PETA's No Fur campaign. History and operations. Shama was a 23-year-old New York University business student. He teamed up with Borba, who was a 31-year-old Los Angeles business industry veteran responsible for previously launching brands such as Hard Candy Cosmetics. Both were enthusiastic about an inexpensive, high-quality cosmetics line for women and decided to form a company together. A few days after the party, I guess because I skipped a little bit, they sat down to brainstorm and a business plan was created within months. Borba claims the idea originated from seeing women with expensive cars such as BMWs and Mercedes buying bargain-priced cosmetics at 99-cent stores in Los Angeles. It was officially launched in New York City in June of 2004, also with the assistance of Shama's father, Alan. So there you go. There's a little bit about e.l.f. Okay, so let's spend a couple minutes talking about e.l.f. Now that we know a little bit. e.l.f. brushes. Oh my gosh. See, I didn't prep for e.l.f. So let me get, all right, my favorite e.l.f. brush of all time. Right here. The e.l.f. Blush Brush. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This brush is so good. So good. I love, you know what I think makes this brush is the tapered point. This right here, because all that product picks up all right there, all around. It's so good. And it's so soft. It's so soft. And it just puts it, it's a perfect size. And it just puts it right where it's supposed to be. It's like, thank you, e.l.f. Blush Brush, for being so amazing. Like, amazing. Amazing. Oh my goodness. I mean, you look at this is totally filthy, but this is my Real Techniques one. That's the bold metals. Look at that. They're pretty much the same stinking idea. And this is what, 20 bucks? Something like that for these bold metals ones. And they feel, I mean, this is more dense. This is definitely more dense, but they feel the same. This one just has more density to it. I mean, this is definitely a better quality brush overall, but they do pretty much the same thing. But yeah, e.l.f., the Studio Line brushes are so good, so good. I haven't tried the newest brushes yet. Oh, CoverGirl. You know what? I forgot to talk about CoverGirl. I had CoverGirl on the list, and I completely forgot about CoverGirl. So let's finish up. Let's talk 2 more minutes about that, and then we'll talk about CoverGirl. I'm sorry. Oh, my gosh. You know, that's totally on me. I do have a page. I have 2 pages about CoverGirl. We'll talk about CoverGirl in a second. So let me just talk just very quickly about some of my favorite e.l.f. products because I don't want to abandon it. The e.l.f. Need It Nude palette is wonderful. The e.l.f. Contour palette is, the Powder Contour palette is my holy grail contour palette. It's an exact dupe for them. It is amazing. It is perfect. It is awesome. The e.l.f. The eyeshadow palettes in the white containers are junk. Do not buy them. They are horrible and terrible. They're horrible. Don't buy them. But the big pans, the big black pans that are like this on e.l.f.'s website are really, really good. So yes, e.l.f. lip exfoliator for the win from Tabitha. Absolutely, and I do have it over there, but I don't want to waste time. So yes, definitely on the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. Oh my goodness, amazing. The e.l.f. smudge pots I just recently discovered. Tiffany Dawn says yes, they're so good. And the e.l.f. Sarah says the e.l.f. setting spray is the only one that doesn't irritate her skin. And then Brooke says I have nothing I love from them. I mean nothing. Oh, maybe CoverGirl she's talking about. I think she was up a little bit. Brooke was about the about that. Let's see. Okay, I think we're going into CoverGirl a little bit. So we're going to go back into CoverGirl because I completely spaced on CoverGirl. I was going to talk about it, and then I thought I thought I didn't load another one, but I did. Okay. Okay, so here we go. CoverGirl. This is from Wattpad.com. I don't know. It says, it was after World War II when Noxzema Chemical Company founded the CoverGirl makeup brand in Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out for Baltimore. And initially had only 6 products in the offering. Like any other makeup brands, CoverGirl faced an uphill battle in trying to bring the market products, which was primarily composed of medicated makeup, or what the company dubbed as clean makeup. The product itself caught the industry's attention and was awarded as Best Makeup Company 3 years after it was founded. A couple of years later, the company launched what would be the most effective and longest-running advertising campaign of an American makeup brand. The same year it was released, the brand also catapulted to the top spot among liquid makeup products. Following its name, the company launched the Covergirl Campaign, wherein its endorsers would appear on the covers of various beauty and fashion magazines, but that's not all there is. For somebody to be a CoverGirl, the girl must have a certain appeal and X factor that would make her relatable to the ordinary person, but still someone to be aspired for, or as public relation executive quipped, an everyday glamour girl. The images for CoverGirl ads had one common denominator. Sure, the girls are prettier than one would see on the street, but their beauty is not so much as to alienate the ordinary person from thinking that the CoverGirl is someone who lives in an alternate universe. The pictures are also easy on the eyes, with girls wearing clothes that are currently in trend right now. This is understandable considering that the target market reaches as low as 16-year-old girls. Revlon, although targets the 21 and over, I don't know what Revlon, although targets 21 and over, the lessons learned here are simply incredible. I don't know what Revlon is. I think it might have something to do with the article. Let's see. It's just pretty much talking about Cindy Crawford and Twiggy and Cheryl Tiegs and all the different famous CoverGirls. In 1989, Procter & Gamble acquired CoverGirl from the Noxzema Chemical Company. The company maintained the image and branding of their makeup brand. Despite the change of hands, CoverGirl remained to be the same brand that people have learned to love since it rolled out its first products in 1963. Yes, they are the same products that they rolled out in 1963. Update your formulas, CoverGirl, please. We're begging you. Update your formulas. It is not 1963 anymore. Please give us some good makeup, please. Oh my gosh. All right. Elise says she loves the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. You know, I don't think I own a single CoverGirl product that I like. And I hate to say that. I really don't. Amanda says CoverGirl mascaras are the best. I've had terrible luck with CoverGirl mascaras, but so many people agree with Amanda. So many people agree with her. The CoverGirl mascaras are great. I've had terrible luck. I don't know. I guess I just picked the wrong ones. I don't know. People are saying the Ready Set Gorgeous line is fine. It's not as bad. Hannah says update the packaging. Come on, CoverGirl, update your packaging. Well, the new packaging, there's some brand new products that are, you know, updated packaging. Tara B says Outlast 3-in-1 foundation. The new eyeshadow palettes by CoverGirl. I have not tried them. I've heard good things though. I've heard good things. Jenny says she doesn't like their mascaras either. Diana says she hears the new True Blend blushes are good. Erica says, does anyone like the new Sugar Bombs from CoverGirl? I haven't tried those. You know, it's like Revlon. Hold on a minute, let me make sure that I read that right. Okay, it's like Revlon. I go in and I have a choice between a Maybelline product, a L'Oreal product, a CoverGirl product, or a Revlon product. I'm going to gravitate toward the L'Oreal and the Maybelline because they've been the most reliable for me. I don't want to waste my money. And I think that's what Revlon and CoverGirl need to realize is they need to develop some brand loyalty by creating some really good products. You know, it's just killing me, man. It's killing me. Let's see. Anna says, I only like the lip gloss and lipstick from the Outlast line. And Gina says, I do want to try their new sugar lip products. I heard good things. I have seen those. I haven't tried them. KG says, CoverGirl is very meh for her. Tara B says, Redhead PhD did a video comparing foundation formulas and said that the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation is very close to the Double Wear. So interesting. If you are not following Redhead PhD on YouTube, there's 2 videos now. She did one on liquid lipsticks and now she's done one on foundations. You have to watch these videos if you're interested in makeup formulas and which ones are truly similar and truly not. This is not a swatching video. This is a type of video that has never been done to my knowledge on YouTube, where she analyzes the formulas, she analyzes the ingredients, and she talks about which formulas are similar, drugstore, high-end, all different brands, indie. She talks about all of these different brands and these different formulas to see whether you're really getting your money's worth out of an Estee Lauder Double Wear. Is there a drugstore brand that is producing something that's very similar in formula. And it's so good. It's so, so good. And it's very geeky and fabulous. And if you are a makeup geek, like really and truly, and you're interested in this stuff, they're must watches. I'm gonna say it again, Redhead PhD. So good. So, so good. So Nancy says, why do many celebrities endorse the CoverGirl brand? Because it's prestigious to be a CoverGirl. It's one of those things where you have to have that X factor, and there's been so many amazing people that have been CoverGirls. To say you're a CoverGirl is like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? And also, I'm sure they're paying pretty well. I'm sure they're paying really well. You know what I mean? So, I mean, all these ads, I mean, they're getting paid. They're getting paid. And I'm not saying that the celebrities are in it just for the money. But when a big brand like CoverGirl comes to you and says, hey, we want you to be our next CoverGirl, do you say no to that? I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't. All right, it's 11:01. We got to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here today for our discussion of makeup history, drugstore edition. I hope you enjoyed the live chat today. I definitely enjoyed it. This was a really fun talk. We are out of topics, so definitely leave your topic ideas down below of something you'd like to talk about. Please make sure that it's something you think we could talk about for an hour. Some people are leaving things like, you know, talking about things that we would cover with the answer to one question. So definitely leaving suggestions down below. I've had some requests for Q&A. I don't know if that would be something you'd be interested in, or if you have any other ideas for topics. This is a community run by me and you. It's a collective thing. So I want to put content on this channel, the live chats, everything of things that you want to see, and you know, things I want to do too, because I'm part of it, but things you want to see as well. So definitely leave your ideas down below as far as what topics you'd like us to chat about in the future. So and definitely thinking about, you know, that we've got 157 people watching right now that can contribute their ideas to this. So if there's things that you're wondering about, things that you want to know about, definitely leave those ideas below. I think I've beat that with a stick. If you want to continue with the community, there's lots of ways you can continue with the What's Up and Makeup community. We have the What's Up and Makeup app that you can download for Apple and Android. We have the What's Up and Makeup Facebook page. It's just group/What's Up and Makeup. We have the whatsupandmakeup.com. We have a forum over there. If you're a forum kind of person, that's over there. That's pretty awesome. There's lots of places where you can get involved. We have, what else? Am I missing something? I think that's pretty much it. The What's Up and Makeup Facebook page is rocking right now. Absolutely rocking. So many cool people over there. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I think that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Did I miss anything? Oh, and Periscope. Brooke says, definitely. She says, I'm on Periscope because of you, Jen. Periscope is a live chatting thing. We do getting ready with me's every weekday morning that I'm getting ready for work, where I put on my makeup. We talk about products. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. You can watch it on the replay afterward if you're not there for it live, and you can fast forward back and forth. Also, I cook dinner, which is a lot more casual. Hang out with my kids, yell at my kids. Hang out on Periscope. It's just a lot of fun. Sometimes I just randomly pop on there to say hello. But it's a great community over there. We just have so much fun. So definitely follow me on Periscope if you're not following me. It's kind of like Snapchat, but longer version, where you can actually interact. So Snapchat is just a snap, where this is more of an interaction, but same kind of concept. So definitely come join us on the app, join us on the Facebook group, join us on Periscope, and we will see you in a video very, very soon. We'll see you next week for chat. Same bat time, same bat channel for chat next week, and we'll see you then. Mad love. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye.